Welcome back, everybody, to episode number 2 of Bibbidi Bobbidi Bros. I'm your co-host Josh, my co-host Pierce. We're gonna get into some fun Disney news today. We're gonna talk about if we had our choice to pick the parties we would recreate that haven't been done yet at Disney. And then maybe we'll get into some rides. Like I wanted to talk about a little bit more about the rides. We talked a little bit last week, but I thought maybe we could piggyback off that and do like what's your favorite ride and what's the most underrated ride. So consider that a little bit as we get to talking, because
all right,
I enjoy it. And if the answer is not Carousel Progress, then it's wrong.
What are we doing?
I'm just kidding. My wife hates that ride.
Gwen's never ridden it.
Come on,
legit. I say ridden it. I mean,
yeah, they're updating
what it is,
which is exciting.
She's never partooken.
And she's missing out. It's a great nap. You can lose.
We're gonna go on this next trip. Yeah, we're gonna check it out this next trip.
Yeah.
The girls will hate it, but they'll love it too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They just won't know how much they love it.
Exactly. From a history standpoint, it really is pretty cool. But you don't really need to ride it that often, which I do. It's nice and chill. I sleep through about half of it. Then, I don't have. It's a small world in my ear the whole time while I'm trying to take a nap.
Lose your sunglasses. It's fine.
I did lose them. I went back. I thought I was going to get trapped in there and have to go round 2 on that thing at Carousel Progress. But anyways, so I'm going to let you take off with the news. And what do we got?
Yeah, dude, it was a crazy week of news. I don't know if you saw some of this stuff, but there was an increase of prices. So first off, the annual passes went up, which you got to expect them to go up. But they went up. I didn't write it down, but they went up a decent amount. So where
I heard renewals though stayed the same or went down. Like if you're renewing a pass, which is a positive thing.
I don't know about that. I'll check on that, and we'll have it next time. But I thought they went up too.
Maybe I'm wrong. I read one headline, so it counts for very little. But along with the passes going up, which neither one of us have annual passes right now. It's definitely you used to have one, right? So I had one year because I knew I was making multiple trips, and it saved me money.
Yeah, and we don't have a reason to have one right now. To be fair, this past year I should have had an annual pass. Considering we went in February, I just went, and then I'm going again for 10 days.
Yeah, you should have, because it also gets 20% off on all the merch.
Yeah, and I spent that money.
I know you did. But...
I didn't think about it at the time, but anyway. And to be fair though, I don't know.
In March, I don't think you knew you were going in September. Like you hadn't fully decided.
No, that one just popped up because we wanted to check out the Riviera and check all that stuff out.
But I think it's you got to go 3 times. Well, I mean, number of days counts too, but you got to go 3 times to get your money's worth type.
Number of days, but it is really, the prorated amount, once you get to that 6th, 7th day on a trip, it really gets minimal.
That's where you start getting your money's worth. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And then along with that, the parking went up. So if you're going to park at the parks, it went up. Of $10 or something like that per day. So it wasn't, or maybe it was 5 or 10, I can't remember, but anyway, it just went up, and it's just another one of those penny pinching measures that kind of hurt on that total amount you're putting into your trip that you have to plan for, or when you're budgeting. It's just even if it's $5 a day, you go to the park 6 times, and it adds up, and it's just
we haven't talked
and
about
it was already, it's not just $5 either, it's $5 additional dollars.
Yeah.
So, you're already paying
$5 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's $30 now for the basic parking or something. So that sucked. And then, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, we haven't talked about this much, but there was a period of time, because I had gone to Disney so much that when Chapek was the CEO, I was getting a little past my limit of the nickel and diming. Mm-hmm. I had enough. I slowed down going a little bit because I felt like they're just squeezing every little bit out of you, and it felt a bit elitist, and I wasn't a big fan. So
and I don't think that's changed, if I'm being honest. And I don't think the
only thing that changed is they don't charge you for the parking at the resorts. So at least they went back because that one triggered me. Mears and paying for parking. So now they're not even giving you a ride to their place for free. But if you decide to drive, you have to pay to park there. That fired me up.
But you do still have to pay to park at the park if you're staying at a resort, correct?
If you take your own vehicle, I think.
Yeah, if you like, drove your van down and you parked at your resort, but then you were like, hey, instead of, we're staying at All Star Sports, we're doing a whatever that a less expensive trip.
Yeah.
Let's drive to Magic Kingdom today. I think
Yeah,
you
you're
still
gonna-
got to pay like the $35 to park there then.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is true because I only went one
But
time.
that
on
didn't
that
used to be
trip.
the thing. It used to be if you were staying at a resort, you could. I'm pretty sure you could park on at the.
I'm pretty
the-
sure if you
the
paid
parks
to
do.
park at the resorts, they wouldn't charge you to pay at the park too. Like you only had
Oh,
to pay
okay.
for
Well,
parking,
that's good.
I think. But most time you get there, you take their transportation. So you park for free.
Right.
But do you think about if you got to pay $30 to park every day times a 7-day trip? That's another $210. I mean, it all adds up really quick.
Not taking into account, like, I mean, we're coming from Ohio, so you're already paying lots in gas to get down there. It's obviously you're choosing to make this trip, so it's on you. You're making this decision, but still, like, you're taking this all into account when you're thinking, hey, do we want to go to Disney again? It's been, for a lot of folks, it's been 5-10 years since we've last went. So, or we've never been. Do we actually want to budget and save for this trip if it's going to cost us, $500 in just travel expenses plus parking?
Right.
So, just something taken into account. One of the things that like the price increases that like really hit me. So I'm an avid pen collector.
Yeah.
I love Disney pens, just like the little lapel pens. I've got some around here. Here, I got one right
I was
here.
say you should bring some of your pens and show and tell, baby, like elementary school days.
So here's one of my pens that I keep down here. A little Pooh and Eeyore. I got a lot of pens. So anyway, base pen prices increased, and this is unacceptable. This is where it's going to really hurt the pocketbook because, all right, so
dude,
they only went up $2 per pen. So the silver pens went from $12.99 to $14.99. The yellow pens went from $15.99 to $17.99, and the pink pens went from $17.99 to $19.99. So that doesn't seem like much. But if you buy pens, and let's be honest, my wife buys more pens than I do.
I'm not speaking bad about her here.
Yeah, she collects them. That's good too. But so that hurts. And just to keep in mind, so people understand, the silver pens are usually like the most basic of pens. So they're the ones that are like, flat, not very big.
They're not good enough for Pierce Lohmeyer. Like
no. I have plenty of formerly $12.99 pens, silver pens.
You're done with that though. You've moved on.
Well, the problem with it is that the pink pens are usually the double pens, the ones that have like two pieces of metal stuck together, or the ones that have movement on them, sliders or spinners or that kind of stuff, or the party pens, or a lot of times the limited edition party pens.
And you need your limited.
And I don't leave Disney without those. So,
I'll say this about you. Disney gets you on the limited edition everything. Like you are a limited edition guy, man.
I mean, it's not limited edition, but it kind of is because they don't make it anymore. But I mean, this is what we do.
That's your jam for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, the pens, and when I saw that pop up, and then I was like on Reddit or Facebook or something, Instagram, whatever, and I saw somebody post like that day, like they'd gotten there that morning. They were like, the pen I was gonna buy yesterday, I didn't buy, and literally the next day.
That sucks.
It's like, oh man, they already changed it that fast. They didn't give us a warning. They could have been like, starting December 1st or whatever.
That would have been.
We're gonna go up. So no, they didn't. Yeah. So that was rough. That was. You have some pens though, don't you?
I have some pins. Yep. I get usually we exchange a couple. My wife and my family, even you guys at Christmas. So I get some. I try to buy maybe one from each trip. I don't
Okay.
buy a lot of souvenirs for myself anymore. I spend all my money on the memory maker for the
Yep.
pictures. That's what I really treat myself with. I say that, and then there's those one trips out of like 2 or 3 where I'm like, every Spirit jersey looks like it's new and
Oh, yeah.
awesome, and
Oh, yeah.
I'll occasionally have that trip where I planned on buying nothing and I walk out with $700 worth of.
Oh, I mean, when we go to the parties, the Halloween party, the Mickey's Not So Scary, which we just went to, or the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas, and that we're going to go to in November, dude, it's just raking up the bills. I mean, just piling. I mean, we had bags. We had so much stuff that we literally had to get a locker right away. Like we got to the party, we went and got the merch, went
It
right
was
and put
just
it
you
away.
two.
Yeah, it's just Gwen and I. Yeah, it's Gwen and I.
It wasn't
I
even
mean, we had
you.
like, then we spent the last we spent like 45 minutes looking for a Spirit jersey I wanted, just walking around the park.
Yeah.
Wanted that Oogie Boogie Spirit jersey. I'll wear it maybe next time. It's
Heck yeah.
fire, phenomenal. But
Do you remember the that book bag I got Alex, that Stitch book bag, the blue, light blue, and how I liked it so much? I was like, I almost should get one of those for me. I wheeled and dealed her on it. She found a new book bag she wanted on Amazon. I was like, hey, I'll buy that for you if you want to trade.
dude,
she goes, I don't know. She goes, you already have one. You have a Toy Story book bag. I know, but that one's great for me. But when it's all 4 of us, what am I going to do? And she's like, you going to let me borrow it if I want to? Yeah, I'll let you borrow it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Goes,
I'll make sure you don't want to, though.
She goes, all right, deal. I borrow this book bag. She was jacked because this thing's got all these pockets, and Alex loves to be organized and do organized.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
it worked.
That Toy Story book bag's fire, though.
Toy Story book bag is like the best book bag for just me. When it is just me or like me and Steph or me and you, or like that's money. I take that on the weekends with me places where I'm only worried about my stuff, and it's great. I went on my 2-week road trip down south. I just had too much stuff. It just didn't. It didn't. I had to take my work laptop. I had to take. I had my iPad. I had all the charging cords for the whole family. It was like bulging out when I tried to take it, so I had to switch it up. But
then it probably doesn't hang right on the chest and everything like that too, because it's got the clip.
Yeah.
And that clip runs a little high if it's leaning way back in the back. So
next week we should. You should pull. You have the same book bag because I copied off what you had because I liked it so much. But one of us should bring it and show the hack that you did last time with the that was brilliant. That worked so well for us. And that's why that bag is so great for Disney because it's got those carabiner loops. I don't know.
We're gonna start bringing props to the show. What are we talking about? Episodes with props? What?
So good, dude. So good. That's fun.
Yeah. So I was down about the pens because I think we left our last trip. We might have bought between the two of us maybe like a dozen pens. So I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's $25 or whatever. But
what's funny is every time. About a couple times a year, I come by and you've had to create a new pin board.
Dude, the amount of pin boards. One of these days, I'll take pictures and we'll put them at the put the link in of the pictures, and you guys can see the abundance of pins that my wife and I have. You'll notice though, how much more my wife has than I do, and my kids both have boards also. They
really all these pins are theirs because one day they're getting all of them anyway.
Oh yeah, or they're gonna go, what the heck are we gonna do with all this crap? You know what I mean? So that's every child's problem.
But they'll also be the future 614 pickers. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah. The 614 pickers. That's right. Well, hopefully some of those hold value. I mean, not all, because I still have. I'll be honest. In my early years of pen trading. This was back in 2016 when we went for a honeymoon. The wife and I didn't really understand pen trading. So we bought pens at the park so we could trade. Well, then after that, we went back in 2018 and we were like, we should get pens online that we can trade with, not understanding that they were fake. So we bought like 50 or 75 pens or something like that for super cheap. Anyway, my oldest, she almost has her board full already. So and she only has like a little, I don't know, like a little Mickey head that Gwen made for her. It's like real. I mean, it's like
Yeah, but
maybe
still,
12 inches around, but it's already full. And she's already said like, when do I get a new board?
yeah, we need a new board.
And I'm like, oh, come on, are you kidding me already? So,
Well, doesn't your
uh,
mother-in-law got into it last time too when she went to
oh yeah, oh
Disney
yeah, she's bought
World?
some pens too.
The
Yeah,
whole
yeah. Oh, and
family is there.
I was talking about the scrappers, the fake pens.
Yeah,
So we bought these fake pens not knowing, so we were trading those and all that kind of stuff. So I stopped trading those because it just, one, it's ick. You shouldn't do that. And two, like,
are the scrappers the ones that aren't authentic?
yeah,
Or
they're
okay.
like I don't know, like Chinese third party made or something
Yeah,
like that. And they, a lot of them you can tell the intricacies of how they're scrappers in a way.
sure.
Honestly, we should have Gwen on. She could talk about it better than I would because I don't know. I know there's like paint lines and stuff like that, and the backs don't look right sometimes. I don't know. But
Yeah.
anyway, we had these fakes, and we traded a lot away because we didn't know. Now, mind you, when we traded them away, we also got fake ones too.
Because
In a lot of
nobody
cases,
was knowing.
sometimes we didn't. Right, right.
There was a
So
period of time where
anyway,
they didn't realize it was being flooded with the market was being
no,
flooded with fakes,
well,
and then it
especially
became
like,
real apparent.
yeah, and we didn't know. I mean, I wouldn't have just went out and just bought fake pens to cheap the system, especially when we had originally started with buying pens at the parks, and we were perfectly fine with that. We
Yeah.
bought like the pen sets that come on the lanyards.
Yep.
So
We did too.
they're less per pen, and the pens aren't really great, but they're real pens. So
Right.
so anyway, so we still have some of those pens on our boards, and a lot of those I literally just like with since getting back from the last trip, I took them down because I ran out of space on my big Mickey head. So I
Oh,
was like,
see, had to be more selective.
yeah. So I took them down, and I was like, Gwen, if you want any of these, take them. If not, we can just let the girls play with them and that kind of stuff. So like they can
You
put them
could
on their
take them,
boards or
trade those ones. Those could be your next ones you take to trade. That's what I always do. I
no,
just take my
no, they're the fake ones though that are that
the
I took
fake ones
down.
you took down.
Yeah, yeah. So
Got it.
we do bring some of the fake ones with us. If we happen to see something, only the ones that are really cool fake ones. There's like
Yeah.
some cool fake ones that are obviously fake, but they're cooler than
I've had a
like,
couple fake ones that I thought were some of my
yeah,
favorites, actually. Like,
yeah,
it's not like the people who do it aren't, it's not talented work. It's just
right,
not authentic work.
yeah.
But
So, but a couple of those we'll probably still bring and trade, but only for ones that we can tell are fake on the boards that we like. Like
yeah, try to be honest.
Gwen collects Leia pens, and there's Princess Leia pens that are out there that are fake that she might not already have. So it's better to have a fake Princess Leia than, no Princess Leia or whatever fake pen you already have. So
Right.
we'll still
Right.
take some of those. But
I'll be honest.
anytime we
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like we're getting a real pen, we only use real pen trades at this point.
I've gotten to the point where I don't trade anymore. I buy
Yeah.
pens for collecting. And
Yeah.
because every time I go there, I can tell they're either the cheapest pens that people are trading. The only time that I will occasionally trade is with an actual cast member that is wearing the pins. They tend to
Yep.
keep their best ones on them.
Yep.
Even then, I feel a little guilty. I'm like, I know they
And
wore this to trade it, but that's a good one. Like, I feel bad taking it from them.
Well, they'll also do like the blind ones where you don't know what you're getting. It'll be like a numbered box.
Yep. Yep.
And there'll be like blind, so you can, say box 4, and they'll open it up and you have to trade. And then also a couple other things. Another thing is some people will tell you, especially at Disneyland, I've heard, they'll just tell you they won't trade for a particular one if it looks fake.
Oh, really?
But that's
they're
not
on
so
it.
much at Disney World. Yeah, yeah. And then also they'll do the trivia ones. So they'll say,
I don't know those. What are the trivia
yeah.
ones?
So they'll how they have like their little bag that
Yep.
they have their personal bag that has like 12 pins on it. They'll have one on the back of it, and they'll ask you a trivia question, and then they'll tell you like you have to trade me something good to get it. So we watched somebody trade. They answered some question that we knew because Gwen's a beast when it comes to Disney trivia, and I say she knew it, I didn't know it, but anyway, she the lady that we were watching do it, she answered the question, and they had like a Pongo from 101 Dalmatians on the back, and it was really cool. It was like a 2-inch pen. It was a really neat pen, and they gave something cool too, but it wasn't something Gwen wanted, so we we moseyed on. But anyway, it's cool how they've kind of changed it a little bit, not just having boards up all the time.
I'm assuming the one they traded for becomes the new trivia pin. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we could have been like, oh, we want that whatever pen that was, but it wasn't a pen Gwen wanted, and
cool.
It was neat seeing. Yeah.
I might look out for that. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, and just doing the trivia is always fun.
That's why I love it, and fun for the cast members too. You get some interaction there. So cool. Okay, yeah, definitely a bummer on the pins. It's a tough thing, especially when you invest in it like it's Bitcoin. So definitely.
I got like one more big thing two more big things. One, Anna and Elsa at the Frozen Ever After ride. They're getting a facelift.
Yeah, it'll be good.
So they're not going to have that like look the whole time. You know how they're like.
I know.
So they're getting a facelift, and the facelift photos were really funny. So that's going to be nice. And I can't. I just pray. This is one of my complaints that you heard me complain about is the Tiana's ride, the old Splash Mountain Bayou ride. Her mouth doesn't move.
I missed
some of them.
Yeah, I never.
It's just like her eyes move around, but her mouth she's singing, but her mouth ain't moving.
Really?
So I just hope that they can somehow.
Too much to take in last time. I missed that.
Yeah.
That's my first and only time riding it. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was your first time.
On Tiana's Bayou. Are you talking about Old Splash Mountain?
No. Tiana's Bayou.
Yeah, that was my first and only time. So I was like, everything was brand new. I was trying to catch everything I could.
Well, next time, I'm guessing the first Tiana you see in there when you're going up the first hill, you'll notice her mouth is not moving unless they fix it. But it's been down for a year, so hopefully they can. Now that they fixed those faces, maybe they can fix her face.
Yeah.
And then the last thing is at Hollywood Studios. I think they finally. They finally got around to naming it Monstropolis.
Yeah.
And the new Monsters Inc. area that's taken over the Muppet, I forget what courtyard. Which I'm going to miss them. I didn't like the Muppets growing up. That wasn't a thing for me. I didn't care for them, but my wife loves them. And since we've gotten married and, she's forced me to watch the Christmas Carol every year and everything, I have fallen in love with the Muppets. So now I'm somewhat like, I feel like I missed the Muppets for so much of my life that I'm like, oh my God, there's so much more to see now. And then they took it away. So
in general, I'm someone who loves change. I've learned to embrace change in life. I don't do so well with change at Disney. Like it's supposed to stay a time capsule for me, like I don't want the change, but my daughter loves Monsters Inc., my oldest. It is her favorite movie. When we finally get to go see that is going to be one of the coolest things my experiences with my kids was when she got to run up and give Sully a hug. And Sully was so huge compared to her.
Oh, and, no doubt. Yeah.
It was so cool and fun, but the ride looks epic. But a couple things. One, is that the only ride in the whole area? I think it is.
I think they said it's either going to be that or one small ride with it.
And then it would be this thing again, where it's a half-ass effort.
Yeah. God, and then it's going to be like a couple of shops and a restaurant.
Oh yeah. You got to pay for got to get your merch. You got to get your food. And I'll buy all of it.
I'll buy my pens.
I complain about it, but I'm going to go just throw money at it because that's what I do. It's starting to sound like my dad.
But it does sound like it's going to be a good ride. So, to be fair, what they're taking away, Muppet Vision, phenomenal. It was great. Yes. I freaking loved Muppet Vision.
Me too.
But it was not a ride. It was a show. So,
and they do
by taking that away, replacing it,
with an epic ride. Like, it looks awesome.
Yeah. I mean, they're obviously competing with Universal. So, they're trying to bring more excitement in.
Art looks incredible. So, I'm excited for the ride. I say that because I know the wait for the ride is going to be so long.
Oh.
Like I feel like I need to book another day at Hollywood because I'm going to waste so much time waiting in that line. Because we're not dispersing it elsewhere. So at least Toy Story, they hit you with, there's 3 rides in that area. I'm
assuming it's going to connect, right? It's got to connect back there. It didn't connect before, but it's going back farther than it used to. So I got to believe that it's going to somehow connect to like Batuu?
That's what I thought. Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's what's got to be back
there's
around
got
the
to be
backside.
you can't tell me there's just going to dead end there. So because that would
That would
be
be dumb.
a
That would be
cluster. Yeah,
what a big miss if you couldn't
yeah,
continue to flow the traffic.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
The other
I mean,
thing, what frustrates me is I love Muppets. I don't know why Muppets is going to Rock and Roller Coaster. I understand the whole thing with Aerosmith being outdated, especially for kids these days. There
yeah.
was such an opportunity for Powerline to be that ride from a
Oh,
Goofy movie,
I
which would
thought it
have
would be
been so
Cars.
epic. Cars would have been good too. Muppets is going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I get they don't want to get rid of the history, but 90s kids are spending massive money right now, and a retheme of that ride is a lot less than creating a whole new land. If you would have
Right.
hit that with a Goofy movie, people would have went
Yeah.
nuts. Or a Villains ride. Once again, I will opt for a Villains anything.
Yeah.
Because
Like Yzma,
that would be
like
awesome.
Yzma and Kronk, like when she's on that
Yeah,
roller coaster going, that would have been
it'd be
sweet.
great.
How
It'd be
that's not
really
a roller
great.
coaster, I have no idea.
I don't
So,
know.
yeah.
So
But
many.
I'm actually really pumped about it being the Muppets because it sounds like they are just like reusing a lot of the same
Yeah,
mechanisms, but they're just replacing it with the Muppets.
just
So,
different theme. Yeah.
and the nice thing about it is what used to be like not a serious ride because it wasn't serious because you're just, oh, we got to get to the show, guys. Let's go. You
Yeah, that's
know,
true.
it's obviously not. It's going to be like probably the same idea, but it's the Muppets, so it's like crazy.
Muppets also come off as crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they
yeah,
definitely fit the personality. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like, there's a retheme here, and we could have got something brand new, which would have been cool. But I'm not gonna hate on the Muppets. I love the Muppets. I was more of a Muppets Babies kind of guy back in the
I
day,
enjoyed the Muppet Babies. Yeah,
but I liked the Muppets too. So
yeah,
it'll be good. It'll be fun. I always want more. I just want them to spend
yeah,
more money and not charge me more money,
yeah,
and that doesn't work. So
yeah.
okay, on to let's go with our parties next. You
Okay,
want me
you
to
go
go
first.
first?
I've
Okay.
talked a bunch. Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. I struggled with this. The whole concept was
It was
Disney's
your
gonna-
concept, to be fair.
You're right.
You brought it up.
I did. And I was really pumped about it until I had to actually think about it. Disney said, or I'm saying, let's say Disney came out and said, we're going to create a new party that we've never done for a new holiday. Which holiday are you picking? And like, I came up with 3, and then I'm going to tell you which one it's going to be. So I'm going to give you
Okay.
my 3 that I started with, and I'll tell you which one I picked. 1, St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
I think St. Patrick's Day would be fun. I would love to see everything lit up with green.
Now you're saying you do this at Magic Kingdom?
I never really thought where.
Okay.
It would be kind of cool to do it at Epcot because
Yeah.
Ireland's not there,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, England's
No,
there.
they're. I mean, they
They do
have
it for food and wine, but they don't.
yeah, food and wine. They do,
They don't
and
have
then
a
they have
pavilion.
like no, they don't have a pavilion.
So you could give like Ireland could have a day. I don't know why you're going to pick just Ireland of all the countries to pick because there's a lot of good countries.
Well,
that
it
aren't
wouldn't be a
represented.
day. It's going to be a
No, it
month
would
to
be a-
6
it'd be a-
week. Yeah.
A month at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this is where some of my ideas had struggles because of the time of the year that they hit.
Gotcha.
So
I
there's ac-
that is the crux of my thought.
right. There's actually 4 options I had. Number 2, Day of the Dead and embracing Mexico. I think that's the coolest the absolute coolest holiday that I don't participate in. So if any Hispanic families want to adopt me, so my picture can make your mantle one day, that would be
You're a frienda, a frienda, a frienda, a frienda. Yeah, a frienda.
yeah.
Thank you,
I wanna
Coco.
be. Coco. It's my favorite Disney movie. I would absolutely love that. But it falls in like November. You'd have to do it for like a week, and it'd be that crossover week between Halloween and
And you're not going to redo that. I just
Christmas.
wish they did
They're not.
more with that at during the Halloween party, like during the
too.
Halloween stuff. Even at Epcot, there's just not
Anything you
enough.
could-
I mean,
anything you could
They-
add in would be cool.
they definitely dropped the ball where with the Coco stuff right now.
I want that whole Mexican pavilion to be Coco themed. Like, just
I mean, as
give
you
me all
said,
of it.
it's the majority of it is, but it's
I just
just the ride isn't.
like I
So,
want my picture with um skeleton version Mama Imelda. I think she
oh,
or
and
Papa
she just
Hector.
she tells you to like pull up your pants and
So funny. It would be so entertaining.
yeah,
Like if
yeah,
you go to dinner and she's over there telling you to clean your plate and stuff like
yeah.
that, I would get a kick. Anyways, um, so that was one, and then it came down to two because neither of those game given the time. I mean, the first one, it's just one country, so it doesn't really work. The second one is like I said, Day of the Dead, timing doesn't work. Third one, I
Mhm.
thought Walt's birthday, right? And it could
Yep.
be this thing where everybody comes on Walt's birthday to celebrate your own birthday, even
Hmm.
regardless of what day of the year it is. Problem is, Walt's birthday is in December, so you could still do that, but it would need to be a different time of the year, right?
Yeah.
So it comes down to the most logical option would be Independence Day, 4th of July.
Hmm.
It's dead middle of the summer. We have no
Yeah.
parties in the summer. I do actually love 4th of July. Everybody should come to your place
You
for
know,
4th
I
of
do.
July. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Your mom might revolt if you think you're going to a party instead of going to
As
her
long as I
cookout.
don't pick that weekend, it'd be
Yeah,
fine,
you'd have
right?
to pick a different one. Yeah. They could do it for the whole month of July, and that would
Yeah.
be a good fit. Is it my favorite theme? No. I really want uh, Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. I want the birthdays. I think that'd be cool to,
Hmm.
you know, middle of the month, like June. That's my birthday. I guess that's cheating, but middle of the year sometime. It's birthday month. Everybody come
Yeah.
celebrate your birthday at Disney. Do it when the kids are off school. That would be cool too. But I think the most logical, not the one I want the most, the one that's most logical is Independence Day.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess, my
So
pick, unfortunately.
I went through all of these options, and I had thought of Day of the Dead. I thought of Independence Day. I thought of St. Patrick's Day, but I was kind of like, I don't know how that would fit. I actually thought Valentine's Day would fit better. The only problem with Valentine's Day is when it comes, the good and the bad. So if you did Valentine's Day, it could come at the near end, and we would do it at Epcot, and it
Yep.
would come at the near end of the Festival of the Arts,
Yeah.
and it would lead into Flower and Garden. So when we went on our last trip, there was no party going on or anything like that.
Right.
So if you think of, what you could do with the France and Italy pavilions for
Yeah. For
Valentine's
Roman.
Day would be freaking awesome. I mean, that would be really cool. But that wasn't the one I chose. That was
Okay.
like
Good.
on the cusp of,
I
I
think
really liked that idea,
I
but
thought
I
I
thought
saw
that it,
they do something for Valentine's Day minor in Disneyland. Don't quote me on that, but
oh, I don't know.
I thought maybe they do something because I thought there was like special, at least special treats and stuff, which I know they do that at Magic Kingdom too, but because I've had
Yeah.
them there, but I can't remember.
Well, and at
Anyways,
Disneyland, they do the Star Wars stuff. Star Wars, I forget what it's called. And I wish we had that here, like they
May
do.
4th.
But yeah, May the 4th stuff. But they do it for, I don't know, like a month.
Yeah.
So I wish we did that here. I also thought of 4th of July, Independence Day, because I thought like it. Some of the people we talk about that we follow, or friends of ours, or people that we know, have been for 4th of July, and they talk about the fireworks just being like
I
amazing.
have been, and I was
But
disappointed
that
in
it's
Magic
like,
Kingdom, but I heard they were great at Epcot. I've heard they
but
really
I heard it was like butts to nuts there though. Like it was like
I
jam
was,
packed, and
and
they are full capacity.
they had the light parade back then. It was
Hmm.
uncomfortable. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
remember that.
but if you did a 4th of July festival that lasted for a month, and you did say 8 to 10 parties, say, well,
Right.
then that's going to spread those people out. Obviously, 4th of July, it's still going to be jam packed because
But you
that's
can
when
still
people
get
are
that
going to want to be there.
experience on a different day. Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I would love
Same
to be there
fireworks.
for those fireworks.
Me too.
So that's what I thought of. And, I know, depending on where you are politically, it doesn't matter. In my opinion, to celebrate our country, at least our roots, is worth celebrating.
Sure.
No matter where you think of where we're at, where we are currently, doesn't matter when you think of like our roots and who we are. We're Americans. So to celebrate our independence and that kind of stuff, I don't know. It's just a fun day, and you get to blow stuff up or get to see stuff blown up. So
Right.
that's always fun. But the choice I picked, which is
Okay.
definitely a problem,
I'm nervous now. What you got?
park birthdays. So each park has a birthday. The day
Okay.
they opened. Here's a couple problems. Magic Kingdom and Epcot are both October 1st. So
That's a fail on their part. They didn't think ahead.
yeah, well, I mean, or maybe they did. They were like, "Hey, we should just open it up on the same day." However
Maybe they
many
should
years in the
do
future.
October 1st. We'll
Well,
do
the
it for the
problem-
whole, but we'll do it
Yeah.
for the whole September, and then it culminates on October 1st, and
But
then
the
that night
problem
they
is
switch over to Halloween.
The Halloween party's already going, starting in August.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not going to work. You're right.
So that's the biggest issue. Is now I'm pretty sure Animal Kingdom opened on Earth Day.
I was gonna say,
So-
I actually thought Earth Day, like an Earth month, could be
Mhm.
cool at Disney.
Yeah.
I know that sounds cheesy and lame, but I know Disney could make it amazing.
Oh, especially
So-
if they did like after hours or something like that. I don't know how you do that with Animal Kingdom because I know they are concerned about like
The
the animals and stuff like that, which
You could just
makes sense.
shut off the
But-
safari part, but they
Yeah,
need something at Animal Kingdom. We went through this last week. They need
Yeah.
just something new, or something to draw you a little more.
yeah. But
But-
I think my real answer would probably be some kind of birthday. It doesn't have to be October 1st. Maybe it's like you said, Walt's birthday or something like that. But some kind of celebration,
Get people
birthday
there to
celebration every
celebrate,
year.
like, and then you
Yeah.
can take your kid for these like first birthday, 5th birthday, 10th birthday,
Yeah,
whatever, and you get to do the big celebrations and everybody's
Yeah.
singing happy birthday. And I mean, Alex and I went late over Addie's birthday when she was 5, and then we were going to go for Alex's, but I don't know if that was COVID or what was going on, but we ended up just celebrating late in like February. We still
Yeah.
celebrated. So what are you celebrating? Our birthdays. We were supposed to be here on our birthdays. It didn't work out. You can celebrate whatever the hell you want to.
Yep.
It doesn't
Mhm.
have to actually be on the day. Nobody's checking your birth certificate. So,
Right.
I mean,
Well,
go
they don't
celebrate
care
your
anyway.
birthday.
They're just yeah.
Yeah. They just want you to have a good experience. So
Yep.
you can take your whole family who has birthdays throughout the whole year and just pick one central date. And when they have that party and everybody goes and celebrates their birthday that year and partake. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think it would be cool. I think the theming would be awesome. Giant
Oh.
birthday cake on the parade, stuff like that. It would be.
Or like where they put the tree on Main Street. What
Yeah.
if you did a giant birthday cake
giant
there,
birthday
like where
cake.
you could take pictures and stuff like that, and just
and they'd
yeah,
have
you could
different
do
props for what your birthday number is, and you could hold up signs.
Yeah, I mean they could do so
Sounds
much. I
bad.
mean, the photo pass would just go nuts.
It would. It would.
Yeah.
That'd be
So I that's about the problem is like Disney already celebrates a lot. I mean, if you think
I know.
about like, and it's not just they celebrate. So they, it takes
Go big.
them
Yep.
2.5 months to celebrate Halloween. So,
Yep.
and then right when that's over, right into Christmas
months
for 2
Christmas,
months. So yeah, so I mean, you're talking about like half the year is already dedicated at Magic Kingdom. So I think
And
the
it
main
costs a
thing
lot
would
of
be
money
is-
to just do something for a month. I mean, it really
Mhm.
there is a cost perspective here, and
yeah,
that would jack prices up even more. So there's always a give and take, but
yeah. I
it's a
just
fun
think that there's-
exercise, though.
I just think there's an availability at Hollywood Studios because they just do Jollywood Nights and Animal Kingdom
Yep.
do something else. Where at Epcot they have festivals all year round. So even though the ideas I came up with were kind of Epcot-y, that's because they already have stuff, so it's easier to think of those. But
What if-
yeah,
What if instead of a whole month, and maybe this is maybe they can't change the whole theming of the park or whatever, but what if like on the first day of the month they did birthday things where they brought out the cake or they brought out it's not a full party, but I don't know. I just think I'm with you. I thought something birthday related would be cool because so many people go there for their birthday.
yeah,
It's the pins that you can get. I'm celebrating my birthday and whatever.
yeah. Oh yeah, I mean they had a birthday pen that sold out, no one could get.
Yeah.
Just happened, and I saw it, and I didn't know.
Oh man,
I didn't want a birthday pen anay. That's not something I collect, but
could have been eBaying that.
Could have been, yeah, I'd be one of those scalpers out there.
Yeah,
tisk.
All right, let's finish this up with, and I already talked a little bit about this last week, but what's your favorite ride, and what's the most underrated ride that you love but you don't think gets enough love?
So I'll start with my favorite ride. So there's categories, but my favorite ride is Pirates Ride. I think I talked about that last week.
Pirates Ride is fantastic.
It just brings back nostalgia. They talk about it. You smell it. You can smell the water, and it's like, there's no other smell like it. It's like somehow like stale water and oil and dank air all come together and make this glorious smell.
And it smells good, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I go to the Caribbean and it doesn't smell like that, I'm going to be disappointed. Like if I actually go to the Caribbean, I'm going to expect.
Yeah, you're like, this isn't right.
This isn't it. This is fake.
So, I mean, Pirates, just seeing the animatronics and the additions they've added, which have not bothered me anyway. Them adding all the Johnny Depp stuff and the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. I mean, to be fair, also going back to the pens once again, this is obviously a pen episode. That's one of the categories I collect is pirate pens. So I really like the pirate stuff. So I didn't mind when they added the movie stuff in there, and I just really like that ride. It's just and it's just so you can just sit back, and it feels like every time you ride it, either you see something new or you remember something that you're like, oh yeah, that's right, and it's really cool. So and then we rode it again this last trip, and I as soon as I was off of it, I was like, man, I just wish it was like 5 more minutes. You know what I mean? Like
it's a pretty long ride as it is, but it's worth it. It's worth it every bit.
I would say that, and then why don't you tell me your favorite ride while I still think of my most underrated?
Yeah, so this is tough because I got rides at everywhere that I like. Magic Kingdom's got a couple. I love Haunted Mansion. I love Tiana's. I love Pandora. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is really close to being my top ride. I mean, that ride is just incredible. I don't know how to explain it. And anybody who's ridden it understands. It actually made my stomach upset last time, and I did not expect that. And I would still go ride it back to back. I think I'd sacrifice the pain. But
always asks to be in row 9. That is
unless you don't want to be sick to your stomach, then you might want to.
Yeah, but if you want the best ride of your life,
because row 9, the cart turns and becomes the last cart, so you're going to get the best whip.
Yeah, the front row going backwards.
Yeah, so it's for me, it's Tower of Terror. I love the ride. I would give anything for them to add theming of Stitch to that ride. I know like people are going to hate on that because of the whole nostalgia of Tower of Terror. We don't have to get rid of, the Twilight Zone. We just add Stitch to a little bit here. Like if he's just off there menacing with, a hologram or something off to the right or the left would be entertaining for me. I have a Tower of Terror pin. I should bring that one on. It's my favorite pin. And it drops down to like 5 panels, and it becomes just like you doing Tower of Terror, but then it's like Stitch cutting the cable. It's like my favorite pin. It's so cool. I just want a little bit of something, because if they made a Stitch Tower of Terror spirit jersey, I would never wear any other spirit jersey for the rest of my life. Just wear that.
I'm surprised they don't have one, because they did a lot of Stitch stuff with them over the past few years.
Yeah, maybe they have, and I just missed it, but that's my favorite ride. Nothing scares the crap out of me like that ride does. The fact that it's randomized and you never know what's happening, when you're going to drop. Something about my butt lifting off the seat scares the crap out of me every time. Like I'm like, what if that seatbelt doesn't work? Final Destination type stuff.
Yeah.
And I keep going back.
Well, if you're going to go, you got to go,
Yeah, it's not a bad way.
Yeah.
Now there's this trend on TikTok where these girls are like, right when they're about to take they do these pictures on the memory maker where they're like animations, like short videos, slow-mo. And so they're all like whipping their hair around right when the picture takes, so it looks like they're being provocative. It's quite funny because
Jeez.
to time that up that perfect is not an easy thing. So
No.
you'll probably get that on your feed now. But that would be my favorite ride. I used to be terrified of it. I think that's part
Yeah.
of it. I overcame it, went and did it, and fell in love. I don't
I've
know.
always liked that. I've never really been scared of rides. I've
Yeah.
never really.
I used to be.
Yeah, I don't have a. I'm not a thrill seeker. I'm not. I just.
It says the guy who just randomly one day posts pictures up of skydiving and said, "Yeah, I just decided to go do it."
Yeah, that did happen, but you know.
Yeah, you know.
But I didn't go seeking
you
it.
are.
It just
sought you.
happened.
Yeah, it
So
sought you.
there was a plane that needed jumping out of, so I did it.
You did it.
All right, so most underrated. Do you have yours already?
I don't.
Why don't you?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
I
you
don't have
don't?
it yet.
Okay. So
No.
I would just off the cuff, it's probably got to be the People Mover. And the People Mover is only underrated to those people that don't go to Disney. So the Disney fans, people that go every
Disney
year.
Yeah, they're on it.
Yeah, Disney adults, they are most, I should say most, because I don't know. But I think a lot of people like the People Mover. But
Mhm.
for those random people that are popping into Disney, like Magic Kingdom for the day or something, they're going to see the People Mover and go, meh, I want to go do Tron or, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or something like that. But the People Mover, it's relaxing. You get to see all of Tomorrowland, which is freaking awesome.
Yep.
It's got a nice, the voiceover is really nice. You get to go in the dark tunnel, which is really cool.
It is very peaceful.
For the most part, you get to stretch out. They're not packing you in it, so
That's
you
true.
can stretch out some and just take a moment.
You need a break. That's a good one to take a break on. That's a good.
Yeah, and the nice thing is to get up there, you don't have to take stairs because they have that elevator,
escalator
belt thing. Yeah. The escalator belt thing. That is a little scary because if you fell, you'd be down. But
that wouldn't be good. But
yeah. So that would probably
one of my daughter's favorite rides. She really loves it. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's nice, and you get to see a lot if you
you're
want
a thrill
to.
seeker, don't do it.
But I mean, or you can just shut your eyes. Take a minute.
You did last time. I got pictures of you sleeping.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah.
It's so nice, and it's better than because you could do that with Small World also, because Small World's all air conditioned. So you could do that, but then they're singing, and you're
so much.
I actually don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Actually, that's not the worst ride at Disney. The worst ride is, in my opinion, Tomorrowland Speedway. I don't even enjoy it. The amount of bumping that you get, I have
such a good memory with my mother-in-law that it was
that's
that
fun.
And Astro Orbiter. I have these memories with my mother-in-law that will never be forgotten. So I sat in the passenger seat, and the whole time while she was driving, I took video going, and taking photos like, oh,
I'm done.
And she was she was just sitting there like, it was great.
Yeah.
Way cooler for me than her, I think. So
I will say it is a lot better. Like when I took my kids, they thought it was great. That made it fun.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more if I'm riding by myself, I just don't do that ride.
Like Lily, she's going to drive that this next time because she'll be tall enough.
Love that. Dude. That's going to be awesome.
And I already told my mother-in-law, after the ride you put me on last time, you're going to ride with her. And then you're just going to
get to feel that. It is rough. It is rough.
Yeah.
Most underrated for me, a couple things come to my head. At first I thought Soarin', but that gets a lot of attention. I just feel like they're getting better rides there.
At all.
So
yeah.
It's not at all. No, it's not underrated at all.
I have another one that I just thought of. So you go ahead and I'm going to say mine real quick.
I think Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger Spin is a bit underrated, but it's getting a makeover. So I don't think it will be.
It will no longer be underrated for a while.
No, I think my pick. Now, some people will say this is not underrated, but I think to people who aren't Disney people like we are, and probably the people listening to this, Um, the safari gets not enough love. It
Yeah.
is quite
That was the
fantastic.
coolest thing you and I did on our last trip.
The safari, yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
we went in the morning. That's the best time. Go in the morning. That's when they're feeding the animals. They're all out. It's epic. I always book my fast pass for the morning, or my lightning lane, whatever. So I would say it's either that or it's Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise used to be more underrated, but if the movie came out and more people talk about it, and if you're a Disney fan, you definitely love Jungle Cruise. I mean, the people who know it because they're ready for similar jokes that are said every time.
Yeah, they're always saying,
But it's so funny every time. If you're a dad joke person, that's your ride. Like, that's so good. So I would say it's one of those two, either Jungle Cruise or the Safari. Probably the Safari. I don't think it's enough love.
Yeah, all right, I agree. I think the Safari is so good. And, you talked about before, like, we have a good zoo here in Columbus it's a good zoo. It's a really good zoo.
It really is,
but you don't get the safari experience. Like was just that in the morning. It was just epic. It was really good.
It really is, and they tell you all these cool facts that are both funny and entertaining and good stuff. Did you have another one?
Yeah. So the other one, which is one of my, I love this ride, and Gwen, my wife, knows how much I love it. Is Living with the Land. I freaking love Living with the Land.
That might be the pick. I forgot about that.
I love it so much that for my birthday last year, my wife put up a special trip to do the tour of Living with the Land. I don't think of it as underrated because I think it's so good. Like you go and they tell you about all these different things and all this, all the plants and hydroponics and all this other stuff. And oh man, I just could sit and listen to it. It was so good. Then we did the tour. Oh my goodness. The tour was so good. I don't remember I think the guy's name might've been Andy, the tour guide. He was so good and so funny. We actually saw him. He didn't remember us, obviously, but we saw him because they have these little, They have these little plants that you can buy when you leave Living with the Land. I showed it to you because I bought another one because I've already killed two of them. So
I was going to ask if they're alive.
No, the first two dead. I haven't replanted this one yet. So I go up to him and I'm like, hey, I already bought one of these Count Coeys once. What's the trick? Actually, I didn't tell him I bought one once. That's not how it went. I said, hey, what's the trick to keeping these alive? And he was like, honestly, man, you just replant them and just keep them in the sun and you'd be good to go. And I was like, well, I've already killed one. And he was like, I got nothing for you. He's like, sorry, man. If you didn't do that, then
you're on your own.
That's funny. So I just love Living with the Land. It's so cool. And the tour, really I tell anybody, take the tour. If you got, I know it's extra money because you still have to pay for your park day ticket. And it's like $60 a person or something. And it's only an hour. But if you got an extra $60 per person, and you can do it. Oh, it was so good. It was. I mean, if you're into that stuff, if you're not into that stuff, it's probably going to be boring. So definitely ride the ride first before you take the tour. But it was that is my most underrated. I freaking love that.
I think that's fair. I forgot about that. You try to run through all these rides in your head in a quick period of time.
Yeah,
that ride's fantastic. I really do like Carousel of Progress too, but I wouldn't say it's underrated because it is, for most people, it's going to be very boring. But I do love Living with the Land. It just depends what you're into. If you like history, Carousel of Progress is great. It goes by decade by decade, by era by era. If you love crops and anything nature like that, then Living with the Land is epic. That's tough, but and I like the Safari still. I think is good, but I just don't know if that's that underrated because people who do Disney, they know the Safari is good. Like people go there and there's only so many rides at Animal Kingdom that you end up doing it anyways. So,
and I think Living with the Land,
that's probably my pick too.
But I also think some people will just go to Living with the Land because they're already at the Land Pavilion doing Soarin'. So they're like, we might as well stop over. And it's like, you should stop over. I'm not going to say that it's as entertaining as Soarin'. Like it's not. No. I mean, Soarin' is its own amazing thing. But it just is something that's like a little niche thing that is really enjoyable. And it's It's like a soothing ride, calm ride, where it kind of gives you hope in the future with technology and science and all that kind of stuff too. And yeah,
this is
definitely that's
an
it.
epically unorganized podcast because I just changed my opinion again. As I was thinking about the lands, I thought, what else is over there? Figment. I am a diehard Figment fan. It's one of those two. They're in the same area. If you hit up Living with the Land, kick your butt over to Figment too. Especially if you have little kids. It's fun. I get it's a little cheesy.
You know Gwen. She loves Figment.
I do too. I got a Figment tattoo. I'm a big fan.
Freaking awesome.
So now I need to get like a Living with the Land tattoo. You know what I mean?
And you know, Figment, it's on its like third iteration of rides. So
and it's so underrated. Nobody cares when they change it.
No, it's only they did. They did on the second one.
They did.
The third one, people were happier, but the second one, they didn't like that. So
for me, as long as you still have him, I wish he had a bigger part. I wish he had a bigger part in the parks, but Adrian's gonna
he's Epcot's, signature thing, right?
So. He is, but if you ask a random person who's never been to Disney World, they think Magic Kingdom is Disney World, so it doesn't matter. They don't even realize there's 4 dang parks, which is like a pet peeve times 10 to me. Like I hate having to explain that to people. That's elitist maybe, but I don't care. Come on, man. If you're going to spend that kind of money to go on a vacation to Disney, you got to at least do your research on the internet. No, there's 4 parks to the whole whole resort.
Well, then you still have Orange Bird for Magic Kingdom too, or just I guess it's the Florida Orange Bird, but you kind of associate it more to Magic Kingdom. But
Yep. So I would say, Figment or Living with the Land. Basically, it's they're in Epcot. One day they're going to get rid of one of them, and I'm going to lose my mind. What they need to get rid of is that Nemo and Friends ride. That's not underrated. That's boring. I love that they incorporate. You sit in the little seashell thing, and that's mermaids. You sit in something like that though, and you go around, and it is cool because they incorporate the actual aquarium into the ride.
Yeah, isn't it kind of like Three Caballeros though?
Well, that's a boat ride. Or am I
thinking of the mermaid ride? Yeah, am I thinking of the mermaid ride? It's
similar to that. But Three Caballeros is a boat ride. The other 2 aren't a boat ride.
Gotcha. But they got the screens throughout that you see, like the movie screens going on when you're going through. And you look down
this
and
kind
you
of
see
puts like holograms into the aquarium.
Okay,
just take your kids. It is.
Well,
cool
I'll be honest with you. We always do Turtle Talk with Crush. Like we have a great memory with our girls getting to do that together. And so we'll do that again with, now that we have Violet also, we'll be able to take both of them, and they're both kind of freaking.
Well, hit up the Nemo ride while you're over there. Yeah. I mean, that's the only time I would say do it. I don't do it anymore because I'm bored with it. Yeah. And I've seen better aquariums, but it is cool. Like when you walk by and you're looking at like Nemo, and then there's Dory, and all of a sudden there's an actual fish, right?
Yeah, that just floats
the way
by.
they present it.
Yeah,
just floats by. You're like, hold up, that's very realistic, because it is, and it is one of the biggest aquariums in the world. That whole pavilion just needs a little help. It's a little outdated. I mean, they can't keep up with everything, but I just want some change. I always want change, Pierce. I always want change without increases in prices.
Yeah, I don't know if I always want change, but I'm okay with change.
It's harder to change at Disney. Too many good memories, and you don't want to see those memories fade away.
Yeah.
But give me a Coco Land. Give it to me. Where you walk in.
Make the Mexican pavilion better.
I want to walk in and feel like I crossed over the bridge, Pierce. I want the floating flowers.
They could do that in the pavilion, bro. They have staircases
it would be
right
awesome.
there, dude. Why don't they change that and make it look like marigolds? I don't know. It seems like
firing me up.
Seems simple to me.
I want, when you walk, I want the floor to light up. When you step on the panels.
like those old pianos, like in Big.
Yes, that's what I want. About flowers.
They were doing the 80s, so how hard can it be now, right?
How hard can it be, man? Come on.
Yeah.
What an epic part of the pic you could get from the photo opportunity would be when it lights up. Would be
now that you say that, because they have that when you walk in the Mexican pavilion, like the temple or whatever, the pyramid, whatever it's called. They have
Yeah.
that front section that's
Temple.
cocoa. I don't know what it's called. Hey,
Yeah.
I do my
I
best.
know.
But the that opening whatever you call that big room, they have all the cocoa stuff, and it still feels like it's missing. Like it's just kind of like, oh, we just put cocoa stuff in here. So they definitely could do more
Yeah.
to more cocoa influence on it. So I agree. They should have
I
more.
agree.
I don't think I need a whole section like Monsters
You do.
Inc. section.
Yeah, you do. No, we do.
Debatable.
We need a cocoa too. No, maybe not. Whatever. You're allowed to be wrong.
Yeah. No
All
doubt.
right, man. Let's wrap it up for this week.
All
Till
right.
next week, we will we'll get back at it with more news, more topics. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you in the next one.
Check you later. Yeah.